Once again, man, I welcome y'all, man, to another episode of Knowdatsportspodcast. I'm shaking the PD time with my guy from Miami, my guy Skip. What it do?
Yo. You know, I'm in a place to be, Know That Sports, Big Block Sports. About to talk some shit. Cowboys, 49ers, NFL. There's a lot going on this week. They passed a couple new rules. Draft coming up in like a week. I'm hyped.
Yeah, the draft coming up in a week. 1 week, the draft will be here. I think they're doing the draft, in 1 week.
Yep.
Y'all done moved it. For folks who don't know, he's a 49er fan. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know,
I don't know. They might have noticed it already. This giant logo on my forehead. But yeah, usually, and see, this is how you can tell real 49er fans, right? Like, usually we in the top of the draft because we trash. Because we done had some dark seasons, right? We did, after Montana and Young, it was slim. It was real. It was real slim after that. And then, we bounced back a little bit with Kaepernick and Harbaugh. And then we had some good seasons. The last few seasons.
Harbaugh got y'all back on. Harbaugh trying to get y'all back on the map, though.
He did. Because I think what Harbaugh did a good job at was and I don't know how much he had to do with the roster, but we had a lot of vets. We signed a lot of veteran free agents like Carlos Rogers in the slot. The draft was so back then. I mean, we picked up like Bowman, we picked up in the draft, went on the play. But I think the veterans was really what drove those teams. And I want to say, I'm trying to think offensively, Kaepernick might have been one of the younger players on the offense because, him and Crabtree. Crabtree was a pretty decent pickup. I mean, he
Speaking of him, where is he now? Where's Michael Crabtree right now?
I don't think he didn't play. He didn't play last season. He barely played before. I know he was with the Ravens at one point.
Yeah, that's his last stop, I believe.
Yeah.
Stop, right? I believe that was the last stop. What you think?
But I think
what you can
say? What?
What you finna say?
Nah, I was saying I think the difference between Harbaugh and Shanahan is we got a lot of young players now that's performing, whereas with Harbaugh it was the vets like Justin Smith, Patrick Willis, Navarro Bowman.
Caught out a hell of a player. You caught out a hell of a player, boy. Patrick Willis and them folks some hell of a player.
Yeah.
I fought with them.
Whereas now we got a lot of young dudes, Fred Warner, Jimmy Ward, he was drafted probably 3-4 years ago. Tight end George Kittle, he was only drafted a couple years ago.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of young dudes.
But you got a platform though. You got a real platform though. You got a platform. You got a foundation. With them folks you just called out, you got a foundation. You got a good foundation.
I forgot about. I don't want to say I forgot, but Bosa, Armstead. I mean, Armstead like a vet, but he really got drafted a couple years ago.
Yeah, Armstead. Yeah. Speaking of your defensive line, y'all just signed that boy from Oakland.
Arden Key
from Las Vegas. I'm sorry, from Las Vegas.
Yeah, Arden Key. I knew that when he was drafted.
I'm talking about Maurice Hunt. I think his name.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that just before I logged in, but I don't know too much about him. I know he picked up Arden Key from Las Vegas too.
I don't know too much about him either, really. But I was just reading up on him and how they talk about him. They got a lot of high talk on him. Right? He was a pretty good defense. I think he was a high draft pick for them. They want to know why the Raiders didn't re-sign him.
Because they're the Raiders, man. They good for fucking some shit up.
Yeah, they do that. Y'all.
But I think anybody we picking up now is gonna be them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gonna have a major role in the defense. But if last year's anything, you need hella players.
He gonna be a part of the rotation.
Yeah.
They're gonna make a whole lot. The Giants taught her that a long time ago. If you can keep that thing rotated, boy, you can get out of nigga ass.
The Giants was probably, they had that line where they had Osimhen coming in, they had Strahan, they had Tuck, they had all them boys out there with the big Aki face mask.
Yeah. Yeah. They the first team that started doing that.
Yeah.
Y'all done moved up in the draft. 9 times out of 10, you know what they're for. You already know what you moved up for. Who you taking, bro?
I've been going back and forth all month, basically. Like, at first, I was like, they got to take Justin Fields. There's no way you taking anybody else but Justin Fields. But Trey Lance, man, he looking at his first pro day, looking at his body of work, looking at his skill set, I almost kind of feel like he remind me of like a young Steve Young. Like when Steve Young came out of BYU, he was real raw. Like he went to Tampa Bay and he was a runner. He couldn't throw that good. And he sat behind Joe for a couple of years and really learned the position. This way, when he came to actually start, he was a total package. And I feel like the way we set up, because we got Jimmy, because if we pick him up, he ain't got to get thrown in right away.
So you saying you can see the same scenario?
Yeah. I think Fields is also a good pick, but I feel like with Justin Fields, because he's at least, again, all these rookie quarterbacks look the part, right? But he seemed ready already. It's going to be hard for them to sit him because he already seemed like he already ran a similar pro style offense. He don't have some of the rawness as far as like footwork and reading defenses that Trey Lance might have. So it's going to be harder for them to sit him behind Jimmy G than it may be Trey Lance. Like if they sit Trey Lance, then it'll be more like, all right, well, we know he ain't all the way up.
But you know, dealing with Jimmy G on injury history, you really want to have somebody that's sitting behind him that really not ready?
That's true.
So they boil down to what I'm really trying to say is I think they're going to get Justin Fields. I think I told you this one time before. I think soon they moved up. I was like, "Boy, Justin Fields, you know what's going on." Okay, so I can see them getting Justin Fields because I can see them going to get Justin Fields because it's something like Jimmy G like they always do. He'll be ready to come in and move the ball. Instead of getting like really a player that ain't really seen football that much and he learned it on the way. I don't think they can afford to do that. So I really think they're gonna get Justin Fields as well. And I had no problem with Trey Lance. I'll take any one of them, except Matt Jones. I don't think he should get him period. You know, they were talking about Matt Jones.
But you think about it, they always talk, like a lot of and I saw this a couple of weeks ago where people say, well, you know, Trey Lance ain't play that much. It's like, you know, Trey Lance played the same number of games as Mac Jones, right?
Oh, he did?
Mac Jones, this is his first year starting. He didn't start last year. I look at it like this. He couldn't beat out Tua. Actually, he started with Hurts. He was there when Hurts was there. He couldn't beat out Hurts. They brought in Tua. He couldn't beat out Tua. Then when both of them left, then he started.
Yeah, he was the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. But they played between Lance didn't play last season because of COVID. He played one game and then opted out. But the season before that, he played the same number of games as Mac Jones. And we know why they looking at Mac Jones like they looking at talking about, oh, he the next Brady. Like, nigga, please, what?
Like what you just told me, I didn't even know. See, I didn't know him and Mac Jones played by the same amount of games. I didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie about that. I ain't gonna pop it like I ain't know that period. That tells me a whole lot. But on the wing, you know, I keep it real on here, so you know why they got the hype on Mac Jones. You know,
for sure.
Just who he compared to, we ain't got to say nothing else. So you know,
yeah. And he went to a big school. He won the national championship. He had a great season. I'm not trying to act like the man trash. He had one of the best college football seasons of any quarterback in a minute, right? Like up there. I don't know if he was the top, but he was up there. but it's been a lot of dudes in college like that, man. Tebow was like that. Tebow was football god coming out of college. He went to NFL and was straight booty.
Hey, but you saw that in college though, bro. I saw that in college with Tebow. Nothing to get Tebow. I saw that in college with Tebow. So I knew he.
Yeah.
Man. The man ain't nothing but a fullback. So I'm saying that's all. Ain't that he should go out of touchdown because he getting the red zone and in 10 yards. Ain't never him to scramble 2 times to get 10 yards. And I knew he wasn't gonna. But they same way in Matt Jones. You know what they wanted Tebow to be. They wanted Tebow to be the great white hope of football. So that's what they wanted him to be.
Yeah.
They brought down to it. But when they brought down to it, he didn't have the talent to be there. He didn't have it. He was all right. But
look at it like this. Look at all the quarterbacks that went ahead or even were drafted in the same draft as Lamar Jackson. And he the only one with an MVP.
Who all came in with him?
I gotta look it up, bro. I can't even tell you. I know the Ravens picked him last after.
Them Mariota came in there with him.
I think that's the draft. I want to say I don't know if that's the same draft as Mariota and Winston. I think he was after them.
No, yeah. Because that Shawty went last.
Yeah. And I want to say they traded up back into the first round to get him.
They won the war. They the one with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I remember that. I went for him. I remember that. You're the one with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Let me see if I can bring up the rest of the draft class. But again, think about it. This dude won the MVP, and what they was asking him to do on his pro day, hey, can you run some routes?
Well, when they bought out to it, that ain't nothing new to us. We heard they with Michael Vick.
Straight up.
You remember they did that with Michael Vick?
Okay. Look, here we go. Baker, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen was all picked before Lamar Jackson.
I finna say Josh, and I thought Josh Allen was in that draft play.
Yeah.
I thought that I was finna say that I was finna say Josh Allen. I still forgot I was. He got to get Y'all got a third pick. Who you getting, bro? You got to answer that.
I'm gonna take Lance. I'm gonna take Trey Lance.
So you stick it to your Steve Young.
I'm sticking with Trey Lance. I think I ain't got nothing against. Again, I don't think there's a wrong pick. I think the thing that Justin Fields has going against him is that, and it shouldn't go against him, but what else we got to go on? I don't know no fire Ohio State quarterbacks.
That's the next thing I finna say that I finna be like, well, you know what? They were gonna hold that. That's a knock on him. Ain't no quarterback. The last quarterback that came from Ohio State that was drafted, he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers now.
And I don't know. And again, I don't know what it is about because again, if we look at Cardale Jones, great in college. JT, what was the dude after him? JT Barrett ain't even make it to a quarterback. They had him playing receiver in the NFL. Even if you go back as far as Terrell Pryor.
Yeah. Dwayne Haskins. And Dwayne Haskins was came out too early to come out really.
Well, I think if you look at Cardale Jones is in that same type of mold, right? Where it's like you think most African-American quarterbacks are like that mobile running back half quarterback, where quarterbacks like Cardale Jones, Dwayne Haskins, them dudes was slow as hell. But they had really good arms. So I don't know what it is about the program. I'm trying to look. Let me think. Troy Smith. I'm trying to go back to see. Like, I don't think there's ever been.
Get to the best player you called out of all the quarterbacks coming out there that you got caught up right at the end. Prior.
Yeah, and that was after he went, and then he went to receiver.
I'm not saying that out of the best thing, out of everything you done called out, come out there. If you want it, they're the best one.
He was that boy in college. I mean, again, I think that's what's the hardest part about college and NFL is, I think so. Like back in the day, it was okay to draft a quarterback and let him sit. And I think college was more of a preparation for the NFL back in the day. Now colleges realize that they big money and they trying to win and they trying to get views and they trying to get social media hype. So that's why they running all these wild ass offenses with all these signs on the sideline and all this spread offense and 8 wide receivers and shit. They're not teaching them boys nothing. It's terrible old linemen coming out of college now. You got 1 or 2 old linemen out the whole class who is decent.
This year, the old line class thick this year.
Yeah.
I think, but about the number what you just said though, it's probably about it ain't no more than maybe 10 to the most, and I might be pushing it.
Yeah.
But you're right about that. But only reason why it's like that in college, because it's about the money, man, the money game. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the paper. You know what I'm saying? Offense
they ain't gotta pay them boys.
Offense sell tickets.
Yep.
So long offense sell tickets, they coming to the game. They buying, got all the hot dogs, all the whatever they sending. So they buying out. So now when you get to the pro, you really at your first learning process. Cause now for real, you ain't at the temp serve no more. You with the real one. You ain't at the temp serve. You fucking with the real one.
Yup.
So you really got it got to be in you for real. It got to be in you. But if I would have 49, I got to take Justin Fields, man. I swear I got to take it. The man run a 4 goddamn 4. Was that shit like that? Was it I got to take it? Was it I got to take it? I swear to God.
Trey Lance ain't that much slower though.
I feel you on that part. But the other reason why I say I got to take it, cause I know at any moment Jimmy G might wake up with a star in his eye. He got them big toe might be. You see what I'm saying? And I got to be able to have somebody I can bring in, and I ain't really got to hold his hand that much.
Yeah.
I
mean, look at it like this. It's been 2 quarterbacks. Him and the other dude, Carson Wentz, both went to North Dakota. You got to think about of all the Division 1A schools, Alabama, Louisiana State, like Florida, Ohio State. They found 2 dudes in North Dakota. You know how good you got to be a black quarterback to be not only go to North Dakota,
you gotta
dominate.
Bro, you 100% right. You 100%.
So to me, that's how I look at it. This dude came, and I think he went to high school in Minnesota. I ain't sure, but you gotta think about how good he was to get out of the little school, the little thing to get on, and they've been talking about him for 2 years now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they have. You're right.
I mean, Justin Fields was in the conversation, but Justin Fields couldn't beat out Jake Fromm.
Yeah, you're right.
At Georgia.
We're talking about Trey Lance for a second. That ain't nothing new. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Right about that.
Right, but Justin Fields originally went to Georgia. He couldn't beat out Jake Fromm. And that's when he transferred to Ohio State.
Oh, hold on. Let me back that part there up. I'm about the Georgia part and Justin Fields, right? You know that part. You right. You was 100% right. He did go to Georgia.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he couldn't beat Justin Fields. I don't believe what you said the white boy name was?
Jake Fromm.
I don't believe he couldn't beat him out. I don't believe they wouldn't let him beat him out. I believe that in Georgia. I believe they will, and that's why he left. I don't believe they gave him an opportunity to beat him out. I believe Justin Fields better than him.
Yeah.
But you know, but at the same time, how we been talking earlier, you know how they go. You know what I'm saying? You know how they go. Yeah. So I believe, but that's why he left off now here for him. That's why he left from Georgia and went to Ohio State. Ohio State gave him a chance.
Yeah. It could be I could totally see that happening. You know what I'm saying? I look at a situation like when Seattle drafted Russell Wilson. He wasn't supposed to be the starter. They had just signed that boy Matt Flynn.
They signed Trevor. They signed that boy Jackson. He dead now. God been dead. That boy on Minnesota, Minnesota. Trayvon Jackson.
No, but they signed Matt Flynn first. They signed the backup for Green Bay because when Matt Flynn came in for Aaron Rodgers, he lit it up. Seattle signed that boy.
They paid him too. They paid Matt Flynn.
The check.
They paid his ass. And he got.
And then
I think they cut him though. I think they cut him.
They cut him before the season started.
I played. Russ Wilson, I played him.
So on one hand, I totally see what you said, but then I look at a situation like Seattle where it's like, yo, they had every reason to give that man a job, and Russell Wilson was just that good.
Russ wouldn't took that one.
He took that. Russell Wilson, one of the most winningest quarterbacks in the last 9-10 years or whatever, some shit like that.
That's why I say he wouldn't have took that one. He wouldn't have took that one.
Yeah.
He shot me with that one. I ain't know that. He shot me with that one. He wouldn't have took that one. I ain't gonna lie about that. You right. You right. But that Georgia though, shit. But they get home.
I would take Trey Lance. I would take Trey Lance. I would make a very risky bet that Jimmy G stay healthy and that he get to sit and learn behind him. And then next season we see what happens.
Now, if Jimmy G stay healthy, let's say Jimmy G stay healthy, how far you think you can go? With a healthy team,
how far we can go?
No. Right, with a healthy team right now, how far you think y'all go?
We could go all the way. We already done showed you we can go all the way, and then we getting younger.
Yeah, but you lost some pieces. You know you lost out there Richard Sherman. You lost out there that boy that D Tucker that went to the coach. I'm saying you don't.
But we traded him before the season.
Yeah, I know, but you still he on that football team.
He wasn't on that team.
Yes, he was. That D-Tucker was on that team. That D-Tucker
Bugner was on that team. You're right. I'm thinking about last season.
Yeah, Butler was on that team.
I mean, look at it like this. We lost Bosa. Sherman didn't play that much last season.
Yeah, you're right.
We didn't have Jimmy G. We didn't have Kittle. We was down to the 4th running back. We was down to like the 8th string corner, and we still had a chance to make the playoffs. Somehow.
Yeah, he was still in the thick.
And if you look at our losses, it's probably 1 or 2 plays in the Philly game, and then there's 1 or 2 plays in the Washington game, we would have been in the playoffs.
Backup quarterback killed you.
Yeah.
Silver man, backup quarterback killed you. I'm gonna tell you if that's why I'm probably not an owner of a team. But if I was your team, I'm gonna tell you what I do though, you'll be like, well, no when the hell I make that move. I'm gonna tell you why I draft, bro. I don't give a damn if I moved up to the 3rd pick. I gonna get that
Kyle Pitts.
Huh?
Kyle Pitts.
You goddamn know it. You goddamn know it. Hell yeah, I'm going to get it. If I was your team, I'm going to get it.
Bro, me too.
The reason why I say
we can't do that.
This the reason why I say that though. Because y'all done got your offensive line all the way right.
Yeah.
You might have one of the top 5 offensive lines in the game. Because you went and got that boy Matt.
Yeah.
And you just signed Trent Williams.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to run the ball. You're going to be able to do that. That ain't going to be, and you like running the ball anyway. Boy, they can't do nothing with that boy Kittle's out there by himself. They can't do nothing with Kittle, period. I don't give a damn what you match up. Man, you come out there with the 12 personnel, man, double tight end set. Boy, stop, man. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? So what you doing? You can't do that with it. Cause with it ball out.
And if you look at Brandon Ayuk, he was 1 or 2 games away from setting Jerry Rice records as a rookie.
And
this is with
that fast that wide receiver y'all got there.
And this is with Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard at quarterback.
Ain't number 11. I know you thought y'all drafted him last season.
Yeah.
Y'all drafted
him number 11.
He was y'all rookie. Well, I swear that what I get. I get that boy from Florida. They be talking about he don't know how to block. He ain't no good blocker. I'm going to work on that. That's cool. I'm going to have work with that no Killer. Killer going to get that right. I know Killer going to get that right. Man, them supposed to be dangerous. Yeah. Them supposed to be dangerous.
I'm looking at him like, at first I was like, how is he playing tight end, right? Like, he looked like a receiver. But then, you know what I looked at is, he basically the same height and weight as Megatron.
Yeah, he about 6'4".
He, and then he ain't slow.
Hey, now that's why I say, boy, if y'all get that boy right,
boy ran a 4.4.
If y'all get that boy right there, man. If y'all get that with all the shit going on in the draft, they talking about getting quarterback and shit. They say the Falcon need to get him. I hope the Falcon don't get him because he can't make that happen right now for him. You see what I'm saying? He can't.
Nah.
He can't because they still have problems. They still can't run the ball. Still ain't got a defense. Still got problems. He go to your team right now. Oh man, it's time to shake it right now. Even with Nick Mullins and all them folks you talking about, when them folks come out there, if you keep that double tight end set out there, boy, if you dictate what's going on, bro, you can dictate what you want going on because you got to double team them tight end. If you're not, you beat.
Got to.
That'll be the move. That's the move.
Bro, Calvin Johnson was 6'5". Let me see how much he weighed. 230. Kyle Pitts is 6'6", 240. So he bigger than Calvin Johnson. And I think Calvin Johnson ran a 4.3 though, but he ran a 4.0. And couldn't nobody cover Calvin Johnson.
When they ball down to, they say the boy don't be blocking. If he tacked down 6'6", 240, he not blocking because he don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can do it. You know what I'm saying? If you make him do it, man, come on with the joke, man.
He ain't no little dude. And I thought he was what, sometimes players end up in a position like you'll get a dude who used to play safety or something in high school and they'll put him at linebacker. So he'll be a quick little line. Nah, that's a big boy out there ready to play a tight end.
He did play. That's all they ever played. You see what I'm saying? He played down there. He don't like being on the outside. He like being in the trenches. He like working around. He like working in the middle of the field. So that tells me.
And if you think about the way our offense set up is everybody can pretty much play every position. The fullback line up in the slot, George Kittle line up on the outside, Deebo Samuel line up in the backfield.
Kittle can go back there. I don't see. Hold on. I don't see Kittle's in the backfield at the fullback.
Take a reverse.
You see what I'm saying? So that was going to be the next thing I say. Just imagine Kittle's in the backfield and home on the tight end slot. Kittle swing out, home goes straight up the field. You got to pick your move, dog, on a 3rd and 3. How you going to stop that?
Yup.
That shit hard to stop. That can move. I ain't heard nobody say that, and that ain't going to probably happen because y'all moved up so close, so you know you're looking for the quarterback, whatever. But boy, if y'all made that move right there, oh, man, it's over with. That's the team you better.
I'm trying to think. I think if they stayed at 12, he might have been in play. But it's a couple teams ahead of them probably would have took him.
But Philadelphia would have took him.
Miami would have took him. Detroit, like it's all the teams ahead of us. Cowboys ahead of us would have took him. Giants would have like.
Yeah, what y'all was at 12? I don't think
it was at 12.
Giants wasn't gonna take him. The Giants. I don't think the Giants were gonna take him.
Nah, I don't think the Giants probably wouldn't have taken. I mean, I don't know, right? They trying to get that boy Jones some weapons. Jones ain't trash. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him make some good throws.
The Giants finna get another offensive lineman or some shit. They finna get another offensive.
But that's really what they need. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't finna get home. They like their tight end Ingram. They like him. He'll start. He'll still stud. Ingram ain't no hope. So
yeah.
I don't think y'all would.
There was too many teams ahead of us. I think if we would have sat at 12, if that was a plan, I don't think we would have been able to get him. I think 12 was just a weird spot. It was like we was gonna get I'm thinking about Florida. We was gonna end up with Kyle Trask. If we was gonna draft a quarterback at 12, we was gonna end up with Kyle Trask or Kellen Mond or somebody. We was gonna pick up like a high caliber quarterback, or we was gonna get. I mean, the way Kyle looking, he would have picked a receiver or some shit, probably.
But that's the way it was looking. That's why they moved up. They ain't want to wait till 12 and the tight end and the quarterback gone.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got nothing. You see what I'm saying? Now you ain't got nothing. That's what that was.
Yeah. But I think the rest of the picks they got gonna be just as important. You know, I think we had.
You picked what 43 in the second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked 43. I seen that. How many picks
on the dot?
How many picks you got after the first round?
You said how many picks we got after the first round?
Yeah.
I think we got 43
in the second round.
In the third round, we got 102, which is towards the bottom. It's like the third to last. Yeah. That's the one we got off of that's the one we got for Salah being hired by the Jets.
Okay.
The
You got to try to make
fourth round. I think the fourth round is one of the picks we traded. We ain't got no fourth round pick.
You got to make that 43 count.
Yeah. We kind of at the top in the fifth round at 155. We got 155, 172, and 180 in the fifth. So fifth round, we got 3 picks.
Oh, you got 3 picks in the field?
Yeah, we got 194. We got 1 in the 6th. It's kind of in the middle. And then we got the second pick in the 7th round.
Okay, you got that.
But I think if you look at our history, I don't know if it's Kyle or Lynch or whoever, we really make our money in undrafted free agents.
I think that comes from probably
we got like Kendrick Bourne that just signed with the Patriots. He was undrafted.
84.
I mean, Mostert bounced around for a couple of teams before he came to San Francisco, started running back, but he was undrafted.
Who was?
The starting guard, he was undrafted.
Y'all starting guard went up too?
Yeah, I can't think. Brunskill. He was in the damn. What was that shit called? Not the XFL. What was it? The AFL, AFA, whatever the fuck.
What are you talking about? They see them coming on. They're like condensed.
They picked him up from there, the American Football League or whatever that was. That was out for like 6 months.
Yeah. I see. It's a couple folk made it to the pro from there though. Like,
I think it's. I mean, if you look at all the other sports like baseball, if you look at hockey, if you look at even the NBA got the G League. It's a lot of sports got like that development league, but the NFL is like college, pro. That's it.
I think it was harder in the NFL because the NFL got a bigger roster. I'm saying like they got a 53-man roster. You know what I'm saying before we even go to the XFL and all that there, NBA.
Yeah.
They ain't got them like 15 men on the roster. Everybody else on the practice squad. So
yeah.
You get your ankle sprain on the practice squad, move another man up from the G League. You know what I'm saying? So that.
But I think it's a lot of dudes that need that, right? Like it's a lot of dudes that went to college, and for whatever reason, they ain't reached their potential yet. And it be them little leagues like that. Like in the NBA, it's a bunch of dudes that go to the G League and ball out, and then they ready, or they go over to Europe. You know what I'm saying? To play baseball. Dudes be in the minor league for baseball for years before they get called up. You know what I'm saying? But they be ready once they get in. Football ain't got that.
And they still eat.
Yeah.
Like you just said about going overseas and all that. You eating when you going over there. Them folk paying you still eat. Hey man. Yeah, that don't make that 53-man roster. You start praying for shit like the XFL and all that. You start praying for them old gadget games and all them
arena league.
How you get to eat for real. NFL ain't got nothing to really fall back on. Everybody got something to fall back on. NFL ain't got nothing to fall back on. Baseball, you should go to minor leagues or whatever. I'm saying basketball, you can go to the G League or you can go overseas. In the NFL, you get on the practice squad. I think you get to play like 8 games on the practice squad or whatever. After them 8 games, it's over with. Ain't no more practice squad. You gotta make a team, or you're a done deal.
Yeah, and the salary, what they make. Let me see. I mean, they make high money.
Yeah, but
they make $84 a week, $8,400 a week.
What are you talking about?
17 weeks.
What? If you would
on the practice squad.
Yeah. But you after that it's over with. Though. You don't get numbers that one time though. What I mean by that, you don't get 17 weeks. After them 17, next year ain't no practice squad for you, Bill. So you got to make a squad. You don't make a squad, you through dealing.
Yeah.
I ain't go to another team and do that like go to another. No.
I think it'd be dudes that be practice squad for a couple years now. But I don't know all the exact rules, and I think they changed some of it because of the COVID. They let more people on the practice squad and shit.
Boy, you ain't finna live off of it. I bet you that you ain't finna keep living off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's something like where I think it is something you're right, where it's like if you own the practice squad and they call you up, you can't go back to the practice squad. You gotta either go to another active team or something like that.
Listen, I know I got a partner of mine that you play in the NFL. He played for the New Orleans Saints, the Vikings. Played for the LA Rams. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy got the card Parks. He got that play for the Minnesota Vikings, the Seattle Seahawks, played for the LA Rams.
Yeah.
He played for New Orleans. And he got down like bouncing around and shit like that. So that's how I know a little bit about like the practice score stuff. Shit like that. But I know one thing, your ass ain't finna keep riding. I know that. Your ass ain't finna keep riding. You believe that, they ain't finna do that. But in the NBA, like I said, you can get there and go overseas and play G League, baseball, you can get on got in the minor leagues or whatever. You can get something going on. So that's a good. They need to fit that. NFL need to fit that.
Well, I think football, like you said, football an expensive sport. And like you gotta think baseball, all you really need is one bat, nigga with some gloves, a ball, right? Football, you need helmets for everybody. You need shoulder pads. You need like football expensive, bro.
Yeah, and they probably hire Reese too. And it's a high.
They used to have, and this was a while ago, but I used to like it. NFL Europe, when they used to have like the little German teams and shit like that. That shit used to be live.
Yes. I remember they had that. There's something outside the SFL and shit like that. The NFL, they used to be players. They were trying to use. They were trying to use that be their CBA or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That shit they got.
I think the XFL coming back though.
Like the Rock still got it or somebody that got it?
Yeah, I think they was gonna try and come back this year, but because of the pandemic and shit, it got delayed. You know what I like watching though? That a lot of players go to is the CFL. I don't know if you remember that shit.
I remember that because my partner that I was talking about, that he went and played over there too. He went and played over there at County.
Yeah.
He went and played over there at County. You know what I'm saying? I think he won a championship over there, I believe, or he went to championship game one. I can't remember, but he played over there though. Yeah. Nobody see it. I knew about them for a while. I don't know what still got going on now, but I knew about them for a while.
But it really depends on what position you play, right? Like if you play receiver or if you play like cornerback, it's a lot of opportunities in the CFL just because the way they set up. It's only 3 downs. The field wide as hell. The field long as hell. So if you can run, if you can cover,
he played corner.
It's a good league. But like offensive line or run, like they hardly run the ball in the CFL and shit. But like offensive line, they be blocking for like 2 seconds because everything is passed.
That shit ain't, but it's something. But that shit's something to do. But it ain't really laid like that. That shit ain't. I ain't heard about it about 2 years, or at least a year. With the corona shit going on.
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch it, but again, the only time I watched it was off season, right? Because
that's the only time it really came on.
Yeah.
But
I used to watch that Arena League too, but I used to love that Arena League. That shit was live with the little 50-yard.
I think who plays for them right now? Josh Gordon? And Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. Well, that's that fan control football, whatever. Yeah. With Quavo, whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm sorry. I don't really like watching. I really don't like watching the play. So I really hate watching the play.
You know what? It kind of reminds me of a NFL Blitz. Remember that game? Like you got NFL, you got Madden, right? You got Madden, that's like football. Then you got like Blitz, which is like, all right, this is an arcade game.
like 2K and NBA Jam and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit play. I scheme by it, but I ain't finna really get into it. I ain't gonna know too many folk names.
I'm trying to see if anybody from there gonna make it or like get picked up. I mean, obviously Josh Gordon, he's probably the only player that got a chance that I know of. But that's because I mean the only thing holding him back is his drug situation.
I hate it. I'm so sick of him. I don't know what to do. I'm so glad I'm so sick of him. He gets on my nerves. So he's a good football player, but he got a problem. He got a weird idea. What's your expectation for your team this year? Be realistic.
I'm very realistic. You keep asking me to be realistic, and I'm telling you every time you tell me.
Only I can say be realistic, right? Good. I want you. You know this. This is realistic.
Like I'm saying something different.
This ain't fair talk. Real talk. That's fair talk. So what you think? And this what I mean by that. I believe y'all make. Okay, we'll start off. Do you win the division?
I we gonna win the division. If we don't, it's gonna be just like the Super Bowl season, where it's gonna be us or Seattle in the last game, and whoever win that game gonna win the division. But I don't think that's gonna make as big as a difference.
I feel the same way I still feel the same way what you said about that. But I don't think it'd be you and Seattle. I think Seattle gonna be in the bottom of that division, trying to get out the hole or whatever, because they ain't really got that, I don't think. I believe it'd be you. I want to say Arizona. I want to say y'all and Arizona bad, but I want to see who they draft. I want to see do they get a offensive lineman or whatever. I want to see can they get a good offensive lineman to draft or whoever they draft. But I think it's gonna be y'all.
They need somebody to play corner because they ain't re-signed Peterson.
They're fine about taking place. It's okay. They're fine about taking place. They need somebody to keep folks off Kyle. What his name is? Murray. They better keep folks off.
Kyler Murray.
You better keep folks off his ass, so they gonna kill him. That's why they.
Bro, because we was on his ass last year with the fourth string. We was on his ass.
Hey, that what killed them last year. I think he got hurt. I think he got hurt like week 7 or 8 or something. Hurt the knee or something like that. And ever since then, it was after that Buffalo game. Remember that game with Long Hammers when he caught it over MVP in that Buffalo game. Yeah. After that game, I think the next game he tweaked his knee or something.
The Buffalo game, yeah.
They fell down here ever since then. If I were them, if they get I think they should get an offensive lineman. I'm saying, and you can go get a corner, man. You can find a corner, put 2 niggas over there. I'm saying they got them cut the man out. But if I believe y'all will be fighting for the number 1 seed with them for y'all to division. I want to say the Rams, but I don't believe in stuff like that. They're gonna be tight though. They're gonna be trying to make it, but I think y'all two will be better than them.
Yeah, I think they gonna switch, right? Because like last year the Rams, the Rams had the firepower and they needed.
They surprised me.
Yeah,
I had Arizona to be up there with the Rams, not in win the division, but be in the thick of it or whatever. And the Rams surprised. I thought the Rams weren't gonna do that good. I thought they were gonna fall off, but they surprised me though. The injuries really fucked y'all, Lord.
That defense.
Yes, that defense surprised the shit out of me. Like they got a jail going on. But like now, they allow their defense coordinator and they allow their safety. Their starting safety. So now
Johnson.
I believe Arizona going.
We got that linebacker from it too.
Y'all got a linebacker
from the Rams.
Y'all got a linebacker from the Rams.
Yeah, Samson Ekubon.
Yeah, I know about him. I heard about him.
He had that one game against the Chiefs where he had like a pick 6, and then he had like a fumble recovery return for a touchdown.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So now, with that going on, that put me like in third with them. I'm saying y'all and Arizona fight for the number 1 spot.
You know what's always interesting about the Rams, and this is probably more about the player than the Rams, but like Jalen Ramsey, he seemed kind of quiet over there, don't he?
I believe he's happy.
I don't mean quiet like he making out. I mean quiet in like plays. Like I don't really see him like, and maybe it's because it's a thing like where Dion is like, teams don't even throw over there. But like
I feel it.
I don't know.
I feel this dick, and I feel this. I feel they got he got another superstar that's more dominant than him over there. Like Aaron Donald. Let me go down to it. They didn't sit here. Can they block Aaron Donald? If you pay attention to the Rams game, that's all they're talking about. Aaron Donald. And then they didn't make him play that play. Look how he beat that double team. So when we used to see Jalen Ramsey, they used to talk about him like that. You know that when he was at Jacksonville, they talked about the cameras over there what he was doing.
He was on the squad though in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they would. They
had Calais Campbell. They had what's the linebacker name?
They had a I ain't saying they had no squad. I'm saying on that squad, he's the person that everybody talked about.
True.
Everybody talked about him. When you called out Jacksonville, what you said? Well, that boy number 20 ain't bullshit now. So saying, well, that boy number 20 for come on. when you called out the Rams, what you say? Well, Aaron Donald ain't no hoe. So saying, well, who blocking Aaron Donald? So they took a lot of spotlight off him. But he's still doing his thing. So, but I still think they'll be coming in at number 3. Yeah. If y'all can stay healthy, I'm saying, and I think Arizona y'all will be fighting. I won't be surprised if y'all in the round be fighting, but I believe y'all will be in the fight though this year, just on everything.
I think the Arizona coach got to learn kind of how Kyle learned, right? Kyle, I'm talking about our coach Kyle, is that he can't be the offensive coordinator and the head coach. He gotta either get an offensive coordinator or he got to get a coach like person on his team, because offensive coordinator, and he be doing offensive coordinator stuff where he want to go for it every fourth down. He want to run a wild ass play on first down and maybe in second and long.
Yeah, that shit key. That shit key.
Yeah.
He got to figure that out. He got to figure it out. Now, that little part right there can put the Rams in front of them. If you can't, because the Rams got good coaching. So if he can't figure it out, that can hurt them. But if he can figure that out, or they got better with it, with the talent they got, them folk I can see them folk fighting to be the number one seed in that division.
Yeah. Now the Rams lost their defensive coordinator.
I just said they got a defensive coordinator and a couple players on defense. That was happening last year.
We lost our defensive coordinator too, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like the coach we got now, because he was already there for a couple seasons and because he was a player, he should be all right.
You'll come with the same scheme. See, and you getting Bosa back. So that's a major deal. Y'all getting Bosa back.
Yeah, he posted a couple videos online and stuff, showing his rehab. You know what I'm saying? He looked 100%. Now, obviously, it's way different when the pass come on, but he was running, he was cutting. So we'll see what happened. You know, they usually say that first year after the ACL is more like a rehab year, and the year two after the ACL is really when players start feeling like themselves.
And what you said, you can tell the 49 know that with the move they just made with the Raiders by getting that defensive line to try to keep the rotation going on. And so, but do you what you say NFC Championship game? I'm trying to
all
say
the way, baby.
You know what that's what I be talking about right there. That's the point I be talking about.
I mean, look at honestly, look at Tampa Bay. It's not Tampa Bay 2019 49ers. Think about it. They had Barrett, who was basically Nick Bosa. They had Sue in the middle, who was basically DeForest Buckner. They had Antonio Brown, who was basically Emmanuel Sanders. At linebacker, they had Devin White, who was basically Fred Warner. It's basically the same team.
What other linebacker name was?
For us or for Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay, because he the butt nigga too.
Levante David, who was basically Greenlaw.
Somebody bought I know about him.
Yeah.
So
they basically took the blueprint. If you look at their defense against Patrick Mahomes, they ran the same defense we ran. We fucked up that one play. That 3rd and 15, that one play. Because we was winning that whole game to that one play, and I was holding. But we're going to talk about that on another podcast. But we messed up that one play, and Tampa Bay did it. That was the difference. We had Patrick Mahomes running just the same way. He was looking suspect.
Yeah, you will. I'm going to tell you something else that made a difference, too. Number 12.
Number 12.
Number 12. And they still got.
But if you look at his passes, was he making some crazy passes? Nah, that boy was throwing a little screen pass, little dump here, and he got a lot of help with the running game. Now I'm not trying to take anything away from Tom Brady. Tom Brady ain't win them that Super Bowl.
You're right.
That defense won them that Super Bowl.
Yeah. I tell anybody that. But I'm gonna tell you another comparison about y'all going against Kansas City and they going against Kansas City. The coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they believe in number 12. The coach for the 49ers, he ain't believe in Jimmy Garoppolo.
At all.
Yeah, so that's a big difference right there too. But I can see you doing. I can see you going to making it to the playoff. I don't know about the NFC Championship game. I can't say that right now because I don't know how. I like my team, so I can't say NFC Championship game. I can't say that right now. But
Dallas could get there. I mean, if you think about all the NFC teams, Dallas probably got the easiest way because all they got to do is beat Eagles, the Giants, and the Redskins.
But
and that ain't very hard.
You're right. But the way they got it set up is if you don't get a bye week, then no, if you ain't the number one seed, you got to ride all the way out. You got to win 4 games. You know what I'm saying? You got to win 4 games. But if you get the bye week, if you got the best record in the NFC, you get to sit down. So I like my team. I'm saying your team. I feel like the 49ers got a chance to go to the NFC Championship strong. Matter of fact, I say they'll make the playoff. I feel like
Cowboys.
I feel like y'all are a threat to the 40. I mean to the Green Bay Packers, not Green Bay Packers, but to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I really feel y'all a threat to them. I truly feel like it. And I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are done. But I have to talk about that on another podcast. But right now, I say that I believe the Kansas City Chiefs are done. And what I mean by that is, you know how the dynasty they were saying and all that. Now it's just they may win the division because their division ain't all that, and they can be first round out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because what's called exposed them. Tampa Bay exposed them. And what I mean by exposing them, the offensive line suspect, and it ain't got no better. So if it ain't got no better, it was suspect in the Super Bowl.
And they released all them dudes. They ain't re-signed nobody.
All the folks that got hurt. All the folks.
Oh wait, I think they re-signed Kyle Long out of retirement or some shit.
Yeah, but the other two folks, they good, but they just got hurt, and they were like, well, it's over with. So I don't see them doing no better. But I talk about it on another time. But before we go, man, let these folks know what's going on with your music and everything, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, besides being the number one 49er fan on Instagram, I also got a music page. Look at it. But I also got a music page. You can follow me at Skip Rap, and it's exactly how it's spelled, SEESKIP Rap. I just be dropping freestyles right now. I got a new song coming out. I just posted the release date today. It's a new song on May 21st, 2021. It'll be out. It's called Last Meal. But if you want to check out some music now, I got an album that came out last year called What the Fuck, Skip. I got 2 singles that came out this year. One is called Senorita that came out in January. I had a single that came out on March 16th called Let Me Tell You. I got a music video for that. You can just Google Skip, SKIP of OF, We Loose, WELOOSE. You'll find me on anything, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, whatever, YouTube, like whatever it is that got music playing on it, you're going to find my shit. Even if you go on your stories and you want to post some music on your stories, you search Skip of We Loose, you will find some songs. And then like low key, all my old mixtapes from when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing are on SoundCloud. But all that shit up there if you just looking for something to vibe to, man.
Hey man, nah, for real, man. You know I fuck with folks fuck with me, man. I fuck with your music all the way live. You know what I'm saying? Fresh down there in Miami. You know, yep. We hooked up on just talking sports. You know what I'm saying? And
straight up.
And now I turned into a versatile fan of 2 different people, Big Block and Skip.
Straight up.
You know, I fuck with folks who fuck with me. And I appreciate you, man. Much love on this end. Y'all know they know that sport podcast. I didn't get to say that when it came on, but it's sponsored by Highlight Commodity. You know what I'm saying? I'm on all podcast platforms. Same way like Skip says. You know what I'm saying? Just type in Know That Sport, and Know That Sport podcast gonna pop up on any podcast platform that you watch. You know what I'm saying? You can go to YouTube, same way that you're watching this, and type in Know That Sport podcast will come up. Once again, this your boy More Dry. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. My nigga Skip from down in the goddamn MIA, shaking it as usual. Hey man, we appreciate y'all. Know that.
Know that. Let's go.